What is good, Tesla family? It's your boy Ray J back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla, why I'm extremely bullish for the somewhat near-term and long-term futures. I'm going to talk about an email Elon Musk sent to one of his employees, which I think is very, very funny and it's really cool. I want to talk about what many analysts are saying about Tesla as well and why they're super, super bullish. And I'm also going to end the video by talking about the latest Elon Musk tweets. He didn't tweet anything too significant, but he does say some things regarding Tesla. Now, before I do say anything about this, I do have to mention that I'm not a financial, legal, or taxation expert, so I'll take this as financial, legal, or taxation advice. Everything in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash that like button if you want to see more videos like this. And not only benefits me, it benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. With all that said and done and out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So, looking at Tesla right now, we did see quite a green week, so to speak, overall. We are at $1,137, currently still up in the after hours as well. If I do pull up the 1-day chart, we can see that we were on this upward trend on Friday. That makes me very excited because the week is looking pretty good. Now, I do want to talk about why I'm super bullish for the short term and long term futures, but I can't guarantee that the short term is going to be perfectly bullish as there is some risk involved with Elon Musk's tax bills coming up. But I'm just going to talk about that a little bit, but let's just look at somewhat indicators before I talk about the Elon Musk situation. So check this out. If we do bring up the moving averages right now, we can see that over a shorter time frame, we can see that there's some divergence right over here. Now, in the long term, if you look at it over like 60, 70, 100, 120 days, it doesn't show as much growth from that standpoint because it is a little bit more steady. But if you look at it right now, there's a possibility that the growth will continue from here from these longer day moving averages. But for the shorter time frame, this basically you guys can see that these lines are getting spread apart, and that's kind of similar to this right here. As you guys can see, when the lines started getting spread apart, that's when we entered a bullish cycle. So that's a very good indicator. Now, this isn't one of the better indicators or the best indicators, so to speak, but it definitely is one sign out there that we could see some bullish momentum coming. And I also want to talk about the MACD. Once again, if I bring up the 6-month chart, the MACD is still flipping with the 9-day moving average, showing that the next week and upcoming weeks could be on the verge of a bullish cycle. Now, the reason I'm saying that I'm not 100% confident about this just yet is because we could definitely see a lot of upside. We could break 1200 or even go to all-time highs quite soon. But remember, there is some risk involved. The risk involved is the fact that Elon Musk is facing a $15 billion tax bill, which is likely the reason he's like selling his stock right now. And so far he sold between 8 and 9 billion, which means he sold about, I would say, between 40 and 55% of the amount of shares he may end up actually selling in the upcoming months. So I don't know if he's going to be selling more Tesla shares today or tomorrow or for next week. He may even sell them in the upcoming months. But it does say right over here, and let me scroll down to where it says it. It says that Tesla CEO Elon Musk faces a tax bill of more than $15 billion in the coming months on stock options, making a sale of his Tesla stock this year likely regardless of his Twitter vote. So he did talk about this on his Twitter, and that's probably one of the main reasons why he's selling some Tesla shares, because he does have to pay quite a bit in taxes. And that's, I mean, you guys can think whatever you want of that. I do think it's a very good move from him to actually be willing to do that. And I also think that this is the reason why we could see some more selling. So that could bring Tesla a little bit down. But then I do want to note something. Because the MACD flipped and because the lowest we saw Tesla was 978, it's very unlikely we're going to drop it below 978 if we were to drop, if Elon Musk were to sell, because he did sell almost half of what he's going to be selling. We already saw half of the downward trend. Now, that doesn't mean that this is the end, and it doesn't mean it's guaranteed, guys. Remember that. There's not a guarantee that Tesla's going to drop that low if Elon Musk were to sell a little bit more. Obviously, there's going to be some panic. People are going to start selling. There's going to be a big reaction. People are very emotional towards this stock, but it's not the end for Tesla, first off. And additionally, if it does drop, another big buying opportunity will come, in my opinion, another opportunity to buy even more. So once again, nothing to be too worried about, even though the indicators are showing that this thing is very bullish and we could start this upward trend. Like I said before, we don't know when Elon Musk is going to sell more of his shares. He might sell them today, he might sell them tomorrow, he might sell them next week, in a few months. I don't really know. So that's something you just have to keep in mind that can affect the share price. But that's just one external thing, guys. Okay, if Elon Musk wasn't selling shares because of tax, if that was not in the picture, this thing would already be at, in my opinion, 1,300, even higher. However, even though it's at 1,137, I don't see this thing stopping, guys. I still see this thing having insane potential. One of the only things holding it back would be the tax bill from Elon Musk. Besides that, everything else is super, super green and bullish. I'm super excited. Tesla did nothing wrong in terms of its fundamentals to cause this to drop. Very, very excited. There's an analyst right over here. I did mention this a few days ago, but I'm going to go into a little bit more detail. His name is Daniel Ives. He raised his price target for Tesla to $1,400 a share. Breaking news, a huge analyst, a well-known analyst, a Wedbush analyst, Daniel Ives is saying Tesla's going to $1,400. Let's go. That's absolutely big news. He also talked about the fact that Tesla's deliveries are most likely going to continue to go up in China. He also talked about Tesla's fundamentals being absolutely awesome. And he does think that Tesla's at a very good price right now to buy in. And he did state that for 2022, he could see Tesla going to $1,800. And that would be the bull case scenario. But once again, I think that I'm very bullish for Tesla. So it's nothing to be worried about whatsoever. With that said, guys, that's a big, big, big update, guys. People are very bullish. Many analysts are saying Tesla should break 1400 quite soon. And once again, I do agree with that. But the only thing that could make it a little bit difficult or maybe hinder it just slightly would be Elon Musk's tax bill that could cause him to be forced to sell some more shares. That's really all it is I see that could cause this thing to drop. Besides that, it doesn't matter for the short term because in the long term, I see this thing breaking two, three, four, five, $10,000 a share. Absolutely awesome. So, anyways, another article came out. It says read the emails Elon Musk he sent to Tesla employees about music on the job and following directions. And let's just scroll down to the email. It's actually funny. It says right here to everyone from Elon Musk. He sent this. It states right here, just wanted to say I'm very much in support of music in the factory as well as any little touches that make work more enjoyable. An associate just sent me a note asking if we could have one earbud for music and the other earbud for safety related issues. That sounds fine to me. Also, ambient music from speakers is also totally cool so long as there is a reasonable agreement amongst your colleagues as to the music choices. If there are other things that you could think would improve your day, please let me know. I care very much that you look forward to coming to work every day. And this is something that's actually pretty funny because one of my cousins worked at Tesla and he said the same thing. At one point, he was told that he could not listen to music, but then he contacted Elon Musk and Elon Musk was like, yeah, dude, just listen to your music. It's okay. And after that, he's able to listen to music. So that's really funny. It's really cool. Elon Musk also stated something to let people know how on earth this company is being run. He stated this right over here. One, if for the managers, if Elon Musk sends an email with directions, there are only three things the managers could do. Number one, they have to email him back and explain if he said anything wrong. He said, sometimes I am just plain wrong. So he's admitting that he could be wrong sometimes. So that's really nice of him. So if case he's wrong, he wants managers to correct him. But if that's not the case, then he wants them to basically request further clarification if he said something ambiguous. And then the third thing is execute the directions. So they either have to follow directions, clarify on something he said, or email him back if he said something wrong to improve the situation. And he said if none of those are done, then the manager will be asked to resign immediately. Thank you at Elon Musk. So that just shows some things about Elon. He's very interesting guy, and I think it's cool that he's allowing his employees to listen to music on the job. Very nice of him. Additionally, there was something going on about the Tesla app outage. I did see some Elon Musk tweets about it, so I do want to talk about that. But anyways, what basically happened was Tesla's app was down, and it made it really hard for some people to um, access their cars, actually unlock their cars, which was kind of concerning. And Elon Musk did tweet about that. So this person right over here, known as Jae Hwan Cho, they stated that I'm experiencing 500 server error to connect to my Tesla Model 3 on my iOS app in Seoul, South Korea. Seems like this is a worldwide issue. And Elon Musk said, checking. Then he said this. Should be back online now. Looks like we may have accidentally increased verbosity of network traffic. Apologies. We will take the measures to ensure this doesn't happen again. So that's what Mr. Elon Musk said. They're going to try to stop this from ever happening again. So big piece of news. I wouldn't say it's the biggest piece of news, but this is something I want to know. It's because the media did just hammer Tesla over this, and obviously that didn't affect the share price, but I'm just putting it out there. Finally, Right over here, another big tweet from Elon Musk. Basically, a person was driving in not the best conditions. It was very hard for them to see. It was raining really hard. There was a lot of fog, and they could barely see traffic lights. And they're basically talking about the fact that their Tesla could see all the cars despite the weather conditions. And Elon Musk stated this right here. One of the improvements to full self-driving vision involves training with actual photon counts, so removing the filters used to make pictures pretty to the human eye. I definitely agree with that. I definitely think that in order for them to see that, they have to focus on being able to see them no matter what the conditions are for the full self-driving beta to be not just more safe, but actually be able to read situations more accurately. So big piece of news from Elon Musk. I guess I wouldn't say it's huge, but it's still a big piece of news because the full self-driving beta is improving every single day. With that said and done, guys, what I expect for next week is I'm bullish. I do see this thing running up to 1200 for next week, maybe even higher. However, like I said before, what I told you, there is the possibility that there could be some external piece of news that drops it, something huge, which I doubt is going to be that severe, or Elon Musk's tax bill, which could cause him to potentially sell some shares. If he does sell a few billion more, this thing could drop just a little bit. But besides that, guys, Tesla is looking really good, and it looks like we're going to see all-time highs very soon. With that said and done, guys, thank you for listening. Have a great weekend. It was very great to make this video, and I'm really happy that a lot of you guys are liking my videos. I'm going to keep making them, and I'm very excited to inform you that people are bullish for Tesla. I'm bullish, and I think this thing is going to the moon. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Another video is coming tomorrow, and peace out.